There we go. We'll just start. Hey! So what happens when you hit live at the same time your kid kicks your internet router? So welcome as we are here and ready to go in our campaign for the Legends of Syrah, deep within the land of Syrah to the west coast. Last time, our heroes were able to best Verith, a formal priestess of both the Raven Queen as well as the Moonweaver, and through understanding precisely her issues and what has occurred, they were able to uncover a murder of the Grand Missionary. Verith, having been able to call upon the powers of the land and of the moon to become a horrifying wolf-like creature with the powers of illusion, was eventually destroyed by destroying her totems of power that she used to power her transformation. And after that, our heroes were able to go around, make peace with the Grand Missionary, make themselves, could say, allies in what is to come, and learn more of the varying factions that wish to control Syrah, especially those more invading and coming from Vasselheim. Having taken some time around the city, including shopping a little bit for some weapons, we rejoin our folks. So we're gonna say in the inn, not quite time for another performance by Nala. People are drinking, as they seem to always be, no matter what time of the day it is, and having fun, knocking wooden mugs together. And of course, Nala has her special mug with unlimited drinks that benefit her, as our heroes sit to decide exactly what they might try to get into next. So I'll leave kind of all this to you.
Nala, have you seen that there are many people around us that are eyeing your mug? Like they have some interest or confusion about your mug. Why you have this mug? Maybe they want this mug.
Well, I mean, if they want to earn a mug like this, all they have to do is, just really bring in a lot of business.
They don't believe in peeping around here? It's not possible to take the mug from you?
Well, I mean, they could try, but I could get really big and scary.
Nah, you're not wrong. I find it curious they are so obsessed with your mug. Among the things to look at on you, the mug itself is curious.
Well, it is a nice mug.
It is a very nice mug.
So, we've managed to bring peace to the missionary.
So far, we think, yes. It's been a day.
Well, that seems like a successful first outing. I'm glad that I could help out a little bit.
Garas, are you familiar with the religion? It's always a fight, every time. It's like week on week, month on month, year on year. There's always some religious sect or faction trying to fight. If you declare victory on religion after one day, you are a little bit short-sighted. No offense.
Not victory on religion itself, but on our endeavor. I mean, we figured out who the murderer was, and we brought them to justice as best we could.
I hope this means you'll be joining us, Garrus.
I don't see why not. Like I said, I'm looking to attach myself to some nice coattails, and you seem to be on your way to the top. This is just more evidence.
Tails, but okay. But I think more to the point, I think, as Nala has said, and Azara has already impugned, we probably need someone like you, most likely. Someone with the small stature and sticky fingers and the ability to do things we currently cannot. That would be incredibly helpful. So I'm
Well.
not saying you're in. I'm saying you're in.
Well, I have no plans to go elsewhere at the time, at the current time. So yeah, what's next on the agenda?
I think we swear you to blood out, and we put you on a crucifix, and we draw your blood for these 16 hours,
Oh,
and
this
do the
sounds
usual
like
hazy rituals in which we
Oh.
make you very uncomfortable.
You've been
Layla in
talking to
particular is
Azariah
quite
again?
good. No, Azariah takes it after your brain is dead. It's
Okay.
over there.
Is this
Yeah.
why people
Right.
don't stick around long?
Now it's beginning to make sense.
Well, to answer your question, Gareth, I mean, we have some options, I guess. There are a couple of things on the table. One of them, of course, is Highland. I tried talking to him earlier, but I'm not the best at sorting out what he knows and doesn't know. Perhaps someone more skilled at that could give it a go. He's the one who was selling different beast teeth. Now, he said he scavenged these
around
things.
wolf, yes, the red wolf.
Well, we don't know.
When it showed up, the teeth were very fresh.
Yes, they were, and when we met Long in Wisdom, she had told us that someone had taken her teeth and her claws. He's a possible suspect, even though his story seems very strange. He initially said that he scavenged these items behind others.
Well,
I don't know.
how does one take teeth and claws by force?
Well, yeah, basically, They-
That's horrifying.
I know.
I mean, Gareth, if you discover them in the wild, they will be dried up and they will be a little bit brown with some little bit black around the roots. Typically, you don't come across clean teeth in the wild very often.
And you were with us, Garrus. You heard yourself. She said that she was attacked from behind by 3 persons with spears, and the next thing she knew, she woke up and was missing parts of herself.
That's horrible.
So he's a possible lead in that part, because we still don't know why those things were taken. It clearly had nothing to do with the murder.
When you say lead, you mean suspect, as in someone committed crime. It doesn't mean he's the mastermind behind these things, right?
Right, correct. He could just be a pawn.
He could just be an asshole.
Yes, or that. And outside of Highland, we also have the Star Medal that we could look at taking part in.
That's the distance to south and west, yes. Underwater. It
Yes.
feels more like Long Job.
Oh, yes. We would have to leave the city to...
And
Take
we
it.
would have to rent a boat. And boat is uncomfortable. It rolls. It is unstable. Boat is tricky.
Well, Brynja, can't you become like a giant whale and we'll...
Oh no, I will spend the entire time as a seagull for sure, but I just don't like landing on boats.
Oh, we could find one of those boats that has 2 hulls. Those are much more stable.
Those? Really? They make 2
Yes.
boats, a 2-hull boat?
Ooh.
2 hulls, yes, with a platform in the middle. They're much more stable. Very
That sounds-
comfortable.
Very confusing.
How does that work?
I think it floats twice.
I don't know anything about boats. If you need someone to drive a cart, I can help you there. I just assume stick around in the city a little while, unless we feel like leaving for weeks.
No, I think the city sounds fine to me.
And there was discussion. I forget to propose this idea of there being more of the no belly button red wolves under the city instead of in the city. Is that still a rumor?
Now, I was not there for this belly button incident. I'm still a little. I mean, clearly, I have a belly button, as I showed when I first met you upon request.
Right.
But there are individuals without belly buttons.
Let me. We're gonna make explain. There were we'll say people in air quotes. There are humanoids who come from a certain tribe of humanoid who appear to be. I won't say not born. That's not the way that works. Belly buttons are required for birth for sure. Well, unless you're from egg, which is, anyways. Regardless, I digress. There are these red wolf people who may be able to do some kind of fitting in, not shape shifting exactly. Sometimes maybe, but when you examine their bodies, these red wolf people, they don't necessarily have the cervical indent, the belly button hole. Cervical indent. That is the word.
So they can shapeshift, and they've shapeshifted and gotten rid of their belly buttons.
That sounds very silly when you say that way. Yes. Some of them are just blending with society, like normal people. Is also,
But-
again, for me, a very difficult word.
There's got to be something more to this, and now I'm curious.
All right. So imagine there is a wolf hybrid species, hypothetically.
Are
And
these
they-
people hostile, or
So
can
far-
we talk to them?
So far, some of them have been, some of them have not been. The crazy part is some of them tried to join us as a troop crossing the plain. And after they joined us, it was very obvious we were getting attacked by similar to them, right? We passed by this cave, we got attacked, and many of our people were taken away. We had to fight our way back and bring our own people to justice, destroying these red wolf people. And then later, in conversation or in camp, we found these stragglers who also were red wolf people who did not have belly button.
Huh.
It sounds confusing, but I promise it all makes sense. The confusion in the city right now of Seonis is there is a fear of the people of the red wolf tribe who may or may not have belly button.
But the red wolf in general, people are afraid of them.
They feel like foreigners to these locals, and they have been probably more hostile than helpful. And there's a concept of words. Not my first language. Insidious, no. Infiltrate, no. Infiltrate, yes. This idea that red wolf people might be infiltrating Seonis to gain some advantage in some way.
That doesn't sound good.
I apologize. The words are
No.
not clear in my head. I will explain better later.
This is interesting information. Whatever we want to do, it sounds intriguing. It sounds curious.
Nala, I have made shitty words. Can you make better words?
Well, to be honest, Brynja, I was a little lost in where you were going with that thought. I thought we were talking about the belly buttons, and now we're
But
talking
it
about.
is same. Right? Red wolf people don't have belly button.
Oh yes, of course, and like a long in wisdom, right?
Right.
She's hopefully one of the good ones.
Does she?
Right, she's-
But she doesn't have a belly button.
I don't think she
You
would.
should
No.
just do the song. Do the song.
And someone stole her teeth and claws.
Yes, and that's what we don't know yet. And that's maybe Highland has information there, but he wasn't going to give it to me if he does. I don't even know if he does.
I'm good at bullshitting, but that's not really a good persuasive way to get people to talk. I
Oh.
can.
Yeah, I can persuade, but this was more of a investigate of sorts.
Well, yeah, we could go talk to Highland, and I mean, why the hell do people want to buy teeth and claws? This is bizarre. Maybe I could go and pose as a shopper, and
Yes, he doesn't know you.
no, I've never met him.
Might work,
We're being observed, to be clear, but that might possibly work.
but possibly not by Highland.
Yes. Interesting idea.
So what else in the city? Or was it just Highland?
Well, there is clearly unrest between the various parties. There are the old gods, the new gods, and the oldest gods, which are. There is definitely some give take between various factions.
Was there talk of another temple too?
Multiple.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any more in the city.
Well, there was the one for the Moonweaver, correct?
Which I think that's the one we explored.
Right.
Yep.
The fountain of the Moonweaver, perhaps.
Yes, that was the one we explored.
And then there was
I mean,
temple-
that's kind of our. We also need to talk about what we're gonna do with that place because we got a couple rooms there. We could set up
Oh.
something nice.
Yes,
Not so
that's
loud.
true. That is
I'm
true.
being quiet.
And Garrus, there was also that building we were on top of when we were first tracking the wolves, when we thought they were the ones who, were conspiring. And I remember we were on top of a building that appeared to be some type of temple. Was that the Moonweaver, or was that the?
I cannot remember, but I'm not talking above ground temple. I'm talking about
Oh, I see.
another hidden shrine with that's what's her face Duskmask was saying,
Mm-hmm.
that there are other sites like that.
And she mentioned that there are others like her pursuing these things.
Yes, this is that concerns me, and I wonder if there's more of that going on in the city, or if
How would we find
Yeah.
this? How to actually look for this? Is there a way we
Hmm.
could detect this?
that I'm not sure. Maybe do some research.
Okay, so I say let's go ahead and choose something to look into now, and at least make some footwork on that, and maybe we'll find out something along the way.
All right.
So we
Well,
can either look for the temples, or we can look for Highland, or
Or more into these red wolf belly button like people.
mhm, right.
And then
well, Highland and the
Did
Red
you- we-
Wolf
did
Belly
we-
Button people are kind of related.
potentially.
Yeah.
I guess there's two ways that you might look at it. And then, did you guys want the star meta on the table or not?
I want it on the table in the sense that I eventually want to get to it, but I don't think we're going to do it right now since it would require us to leave the city.
Okay.
Yeah, both Tor and Layla are very interested in the metal, but for Tor's part, she agrees that we should finish our business in the city first.
I think the no belly button people are an abomination, and we should take care of that. My only hesitation is that I will miss inspecting everyone's belly button.
You can still do it, Ormunder. There's nothing stopping
Sure.
you.
There's
Good
nothing
point.
to say there won't be stragglers,
Yeah, or they might come back. We can only be safe by a careful inspection of belly buttons.
Exactly.
I am greatly cheered by this news. Thank you.
But wonder I may have to declare you a delinquent detective.
Ooh.
Though they are kind of at eye level for me.
Then you're a better
Ah,
inspector.
You have an advantage.
I do. Advantage
that
on belly
feeling.
button checks.
I know that feeling, Garrus.
Yep.
All right. So, I'm sorry.
It's
So let's-
it's getting kind of late tonight. Did Nala? You were mentioning that you needed to
No,
perform again.
No, not at all. I think we could. I think we
No, I
still
think
have time
it's time
to.
for your belly button song again. I think it's literally that time.
No, I don't. I actually think we were going
I'm
to.
pretty sure they require you to play this at the appropriate time.
Nighttime is when everything's out howling, so we should probably do that first.
But we're out howling. No, it's time for
We
singing.
could go and do we want to go and find Highland again? And I could try and do some shopping.
Yeah. I think that's a good
the
idea.
first choice.
We can kind of monitor and make sure nothing goes down.
Has he met all the rest of you?
He's met all of us at the gate. Yes.
He's seen us, yes.
All right.
Okay. So we want to pursue kind of the mystery further of these through Highland and his what he might reveal. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go back there and
Is everybody good with that?
Yes.
Highland of Poetry, yes.
Okay, cool. Just
And once we get there, yeah, I'm gonna go in and pretend that I'm just window shopping and go in and take a look at his wares and basically ask him why the heck would anybody want to buy teeth and fangs.
Okay. Very good. All right. So, all right. So as we enter into this next scene, I'm doing a little bit above table here. In that, I'm going to be describing everything, and the way that I construct these such things is the more characters kind of move around and try to do things, the more you may be able to find out, and the more it may benefit. So I just want to give the characters, things, even if you're being a little creative on where or how you might be doing it. Just sort of, I guess, make sure that everyone, the more participate, the more you're likely to find. What I will say. So, with that, so coming outside here, again, after the time here, you have been able to. You have found that Highland has been able to set up a shop as a few days had gone by here. No longer having his outside, and it is within the clan district. It is a booth mostly of stretched leathers and hides that looks like it takes up anywhere from 3 to 4 individual spaces. It, in relation to the other shops within the clan district, is like fairly massive. Many of them are just like a wagon with a little covering, possibly some wood underneath to keep it totally from sinking to the mud. But this seems like a very intense setup for this area. It also seems to have the most interest from those who came from the Vasselheim expedition as well. They don't frequent many of the other shops, but this one you've seen them come in and out the most. And while there's some displays outside with 2 young girls looking about around 12 years old, one human, one tiefling. The tiefling girl has a pink skin tone to herself, as well as 2 small nubs of horns. And they each have these 2 tables set out, or a table each set out, that has what looks like craft jewelry made from what looks like broken bits of creature that they seem to be hawking, and people a lot of times selling to seems like other kids as you're approaching, though some adults are looking at it and are somewhat interested, and then those interested in the more adult wares of Highland enter into the fur and leather structure that he has built. So as you're coming to this, that is what you see. What would you like to do?
I think one thing Nala's going to do, because she's in a unique position to do it, she is going to purposefully shrink herself.
Okay.
To try and do business.
So allow herself to look like a little child. Here. So that's... Yep.
Brynja will drop back and watch and just sit from a distance as if playing maybe Nala's mom, but keeping some distance, a little bit of a she's here, but I have an eye on her.
Okay. I like that.
Gareth is going to surreptitiously wander in and act like he doesn't know anybody else, and start looking around and see if I can spot any teeth or claws.
Very good. That's right, because Gareth, you didn't come in with everyone, so
no,
he has not associated you with them. Yeah, so
yep.
That's very important. Yeah. So you come in and you're just browsing around, specifically looking for teeth and claws. And then Bermoon and Torhilda, what do you feel like you're doing initially?
Well, I think that Tor before Garrus went in, would have patted him on the shoulder and said, "You've got this," and given him guidance. Or maybe a bardic inspiration. She would have given him her last bardic inspiration, unless we've had a long rest.
You have had a long rest.
Okay, then she'll give him her first bardic inspiration. And she'll do the same for Nala.
Is that a D6?
I think so.
It was last time.
It is a D6.
Okay.
And she'll do the same for Nala. And then she's going to hang back and just try to kind of observe overall. And I guess, I don't know, because Highland would recognize her, so she doesn't want to go in. But maybe just hang back and listen to the kids or observe who's around, that kind of thing.
Okay. I like that. And Bormunder?
I'm going to speak with the mute button on, as is my specialty. I too am afraid to make my presence known. I was pretty intimidating to him last time, so I am just going to utter a prayer of support for him and cast the spell Bless in case anything goes crazy in there. And I'll bless him, and then because I'm bored about it, I will also bless Nala and Brynja.
Okay.
Was the long rest before this session, or was it during last session? Just so I know whether or not I need to take another one.
I think it was during last session.
Okay,
Yeah.
so never mind.
Yeah, that's when it would have been. I don't know if you took it.
I'm fully rested.
You should be fully rested, Nala.
Oh, okay. So I need to rest then.
It was one of
Yeah,
those
I
where
was
I
almost
said,
dead, so
where
I'm happy
I
about
said
this.
days have gone by, like a day goes
Gotcha,
by, as opposed
okay.
to take a long rest.
No problem.
Right? So that was which I know that gets confusing sometimes. So, yep. Just press it. Okay, so yeah, I think coming into as you're looking about, I would say we'll start here with Garrus. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
28.
Okay. So coming into this multi-roomed hut area, there are three that you seem to be there for shopping, separated by this very large leather separators with a slit in the middle that can be like very awkwardly pushed aside. They tend to like push on you as you go through them. All three seem to be of the same animal hide, though right now you're not familiar what it was that it came from. But all in each one are what seem to be preserved eyes in jars, claws and teeth, furs, hides, horns that you can tell, even some that almost look metallic. There's even a scale that is 3 feet in length and width that is like attached. That seems to possibly be for sale. In addition to a shelving area that just has all these types of like intestines and tongue, different things taken from different creatures. Some names you recognize, things like giant worm, even one thing claiming to be dragon blood. And then others don't so much have a name as they have a description of what the thing looked like, ultimately. And specifically on the claws and teeth that you were trying to look for. It's the third one in where you see both displayed teeth that are seem to be ranked. There's dyed wood of green, blue, purple, and gold, where different animal teeth are set out. Some people take some from bag that's nearby and put the teeth in and take it over to who you assume is Highland, and there's a lot of kind of business going on. People are trading bones and other products. There's even many who are bringing bottles of mead, but it's kind of what you're entirely seeing that you've been able to find.
Okay. I'm going to watch and see if I can see, is this the man that's taking the sales, is this Highland? And see if I can gather that information just watching.
Yeah, enough people refer to him as such.
Yeah.
Confirm that this is Highland.
Then I'll go over and wait in line if I need to, and go up and ask him about the teeth and claws, and ask him, tell him that I'm very interested. I am a source for a local apothecary, and but I need to know what his source is. I need to know where's is this reliable? Are these genuine artifacts, or are they shams? Because this looks too good to be true.
Sure. Thanks. It goes.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose him? Did we lose him?
Yeah, we lost him. Oh, he's back.
No, now he's back.
He's back.
All right.
You good?
Okay,
Hey,
cool.
you're
Yeah.
good.
I think this is going to happen a little bit tonight. I'm sorry, y'all.
That's all right.
All guidance, by the way.
Okay. Sorry. So he looks as he got to get back to what the dude said. Goes, right. Apothecary, you said.
Yes, I am. I'm looking to source some product. I'm kind of a middleman, and I have some interested buyers, but I need to verify the source and make sure that this is legitimate. You've got quite the collection here. Where do you get your product from?
It's kind of obvious, but things that I kill or others have killed.
So
And
you'll
I
just
occasionally harvest while they're live.
harvest while they're live.
Yes.
That seems a little inhumane.
Well, they're not human, are they?
No,
They're not humanoid at all.
some are.
No, nothing that I'm harvesting.
All right. What about things you're buying? Do you buy humanoids?
No.
No.
Strictly go off that process. Others might, but not me. That's not something I'm interested in at all. That gets more into blood feuds and, well, it's distasteful.
I'll take him over to the teeth and claws that I recognize from that I found earlier. And now these here, where were these sourced from?
Well, you see, all kind of mix as he goes. All various creatures. This is was same and various. You know, kind of pick up what looks like a large canine. Again, large being it's like 3 inches. He goes, now this one This is from a creature that can regenerate its teeth, grow new ones. So, again, for what I do, it's best to see if you can't subdue them, take what they need, and wait for it to come back. You know, just kind of more sustainable.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. What's the price on these here?
Goes right, and what he's taken from here are this would be from the blue section, and the blue here that'll be. See here, points to small leather pouches. The blue says 25 gold for the leather pouch.
We lost your comment there.
Again?
We lost you again.
La 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 la.
Rewind
No,
30
we got
seconds.
you now.
30 seconds.
Yeah. So he
Okay,
goes to the
blue
blue and
section,
it
25 gold to fill the leather pouch.
okay.
That's where these are from.
All right. And what about the claws here? Similar pricing?
As it goes to the claws, those actually go. Well, it depends on what claws you're looking at, because there's a bunch of different types. You see claws in green and some of the other sections, but as he explains, anything from the green is actually 10 gold per pouch, and then as you move over to the purple, that is 250 gold per pouch, and into the gold section, it is 750 gold per pouch.
What kind of specimens are you selling in this gold section? What these are awfully valuable claws.
All right. Well, that's things like dragons and worms, wyverns. Things that are just a bit more harder to get, a little bit more potent. Well, it depends.
Okay.
So this table, this is kind of a kind of self-identification as what you kind of find and what you need. If you need specific things, I do have good specimens from certain creatures, depending on what type of product you're looking for.
Well, I really this is more of a fact-finding mission for myself. I'm just doing a little window shopping, and I've heard you had quite the assortment, and I may have to do a little hunting myself and see if I can add to your assortment. Do you also purchase?
I do.
Yes. In his mind, Garrus hears, and again, the weird Brenia flat voice with no accent. Ask if they're local or not. Like, it's imported, or are these animals caught here? Wyverns, dragons? Like, if those are local, I'd love to know where and how.
Yep.
So if you ask that,
Well, I'll ask. You know, do you purchase items? Do you support local business, or do you also import?
Right. So I don't import anything. Well, not here from Seonis anyway. I might, if I find myself in some other cities that are a little more loose, I might talk to a ship or two. But for this bit and what I have in here, this is all from this end of Isera.
All right. Well, let me buy one of these pouches of teeth, one of the 25 gold pouches, and I think I'll be on my way for right now. This is good information.
You're looking for an assortment then?
Yeah, just an assortment for 25 gold.
Okay, so let's say here, we'll give you some Yeah, let's give you some night gom, some Nickney, a little Necrohydra.
Excellent.
Kind of looks through and let's put that off with some Mahoru.
Quite the assortment. Excellent. My proprietors will be glad to see some product like this, and I may have some more orders to fill. I may be back.
Well, nice doing business. This one goes.
Yeah. And I'll slip outside and make my exit and try and find everybody else.
I'll go to shop for at least another 5 to 10 minutes before I leave, and then sneak out.
Sounds good. And then if there's anything else you wanted to do, that's fine too. Nala, you were talking to the kids outside a little bit as they go, "Hi, you looking for anything? I've made." And they like this one, the one girl here, the tiefling, pink skin, looks at you and immediately like goes into like a little salesman mode as she holds up what looks like all these bits that have like pearlescence finish to it. She goes, "This might look really nice on you if you want to try it on."
I'm gonna take it. Hello there, fellow kids. No, I'm just kidding. So I want to look at this necklace. Does it look like it's magical in any way?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. All right. Let's see what I roll. I roll a 14.
Okay. Carefully looking at this, they don't. They shine a little bit, but they don't seem to be like. They don't seem to have a spell effect or anything like that.
Okay. So I kind of take it. I stupidly put it on.
Okay.
And I say, yeah. Do you both sell stuff out here all the time?
Oh. Not all the time, but Highland lets us. He he said that we can come out here anytime and use the scraps of what he does and make things for our own. And you can see they've made some of them, like they've even used some type of sticky substance to make what looks like a figure of a wolf or deer out of like these bits of teeth and claw and maybe even bone fragments. This is just kind of what's left over. He's got these pouches, like these buckets that he lets us go through.
Cool. Where do you find all your stuff? Just in like places like this?
Oh, just here, Highlands. They kind of go. They seem to be really excited whenever they say Highlands. They go, Highland. He found us and told us that we can come by and check out his trash, his junk pile, and we can make anything we want and sell it out here as souvenirs.
Really?
So, yeah. So that's like all of our supplies come from him, and
wow.
He's so nice.
Highland is so cool.
He is.
I wish I could work for him.
He's ours.
Well, yeah, I wasn't trying to steal him or anything.
Maybe a little bit sideways.
Maybe I could be like, I don't know, maybe I could work for you guys and help you all out.
Kind of look at each other. Give us your best sales pitch. Sell us this elk. As they put other things out.
They want me to sell them an elk?
This little elk figurine.
Oh. Okay. All right. So. Hi there. I noticed that you were eyeing this tiny, insignificant elk.
Can I time this to be walking past as Nala is doing this?
That's up to Nala. You good with it?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And and as I'm walking past, I see Nala holding up this bone elk, and I come over absolutely fascinated, immediately cluing in to what's going on here.
oh, well, hi there,
what-
customer.
Hello. What do you have here? That's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, it is. I agree, but it's. I dare not sell it to you. It's far too expensive. Surely, you might want something a little less expensive.
Well, how much?
Well, it has a story behind it.
Oh.
Yeah, I was out in the woods one day and trekking and just playing in the fields, and I happened upon this old lady, and she said that she needed some help finding her way back to the city. And so I told her I would help her, and she offered to pay, and I said, no, that won't be necessary. And I helped her get all the way back to the city, and she was so thankful. And she said, I want to give you something. I want to give you this. And she took an actual elk, a live elk, and she moved her hands and created a gigantic beam of light. And the elk shrank until it became this ornament piece. And I asked, is the elk okay? And she said, yes. The elk's spirit is now forever within this tiny ornament. And as long as you keep it on you and keep it close to your heart and close to your bed at night, it will bring you unimaginable good fortune and wealth.
I have to have it now. How much?
Well, I suppose I could part with it for 50 gold.
50 gold?
It is
50 gold.
expensive.
And I'll look at Nala and I'll raise an eyebrow and hand her 50 gold.
Okay. I take it. Say, I am going to really hate saying goodbye to this, but I think it will like its new owner. And I hand it over.
All right, so you take it, and the kid's eyes goes wide. You're hired.
Awesome.
All right, so they go. So let's we'll break that up. They kind of look, and I will say, give me a persuasion check here.
Okay. I'm gonna use my my ability to roll with advantage. And I think I also have a, what was it, a bardic? Was it? No, it was would guidance work with this?
I got you guys.
Yes, it's old
Yes.
school guidance.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you have a bardic. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you've got all the things and
All
possibly
right.
a bless.
So a
Yeah, just plus our
D4.
skill check, so it's weighted in the wings.
Oh wow. And a, what's the other D other than the 4?
D6.
D6. All right. Okay. 34.
So one, it's like, okay, you get 10%, and then the pink-haired, the pink-skinned tiefling girl goes, "What? No, she should get 20." So that's at 20%.
Well, okay. And I kind of take it. I guess 20 of 50 is like 20 gold, right? We're kids. I don't know.
So was it
Yeah.
350? Was it 10 gold?
I think it was 50 gold total, and she's trying to.
20%
She's saying
of 50.
20% of 50 is 20
10.
gold.
It's 10 gold, but I mean
Yeah,
that
it's
was a
10
really
gold.
high persuasion check, and they're dumb kids.
They will know that it is 10 gold.
Okay.
Wow. So again, kids speaking copper, commoners speaking silver, nobles speaking gold. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So they would take their 40 gold and give you
Jeez.
10. Their eyes go wide. We can expand.
They're gonna retire now.
Well, does this mean I can help y'all, like, like check for stuff inside of the like Highland stuff? Wait, did you freeze, or are they like really stunned that I said that? I think you froze.
Number one.
It looked like they were really angry that I said that.
You are part of the team, they say.
Oh, okay.
I've slipped
good.
away at this point, and I've wandered off at this point, and I'm letting them continue talking.
Awesome. When should I meet with y'all to go, look for good stuff?
We'll do it just as he closes at night, so that's when he puts everything out that he that might have broken during the day.
Oh, awesome. Can't wait.
All right, so you can, and so you have they're actually encourage you to stay at the table while they
Okay.
make some more things, but you can do what you want.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, so I definitely want to be able to talk to my crew here.
yeah, so in this you can be everyone.
I try to convince them my mom really wants me to go over there, and so she doesn't get suspicious. And I'll go back to meet up with everybody, and I'll hand Garrus 10 gold apologetically.
That's all right. Did it get you an in?
I did, and hopefully we can find some stuff when he sets out all the stuff that he wants to get rid of.
Now,
Maybe some clues.
this guy seems like just a surreptitious businessman. I don't. If he attacked, what's her name? Long and Wisdom.
Yeah.
If he attacked them, then they were being a threat. Is what I gathered. He doesn't seem like, I don't know. Maybe it's my loose morals, but he seems like he's just interested in making money.
What is word surreptitious? What does this thing mean? Surreptitious businessman.
My loose morals, my lack of morals, it could just be my lack of moral character, giving him the benefit of the doubt. But I got the vibe that he was just looking to make money, and he'll buy from whoever and sell to whoever.
Well, that might actually give us an end then. Maybe whoever took out, Long and Wisdom probably sold to him, right?
Probably, but I doubt that he knows, because look at the volume that he's got going through there.
Yeah. But if we find some stuff in his garbage that maybe gets linked to something else, we could probably find out who's selling to him.
That's a possibility.
Does he keep good books though? Like, do you believe for a moment? Because this guy, to my eye, is not organized. Is the word. He would not keep good books, so there's no way. I presume we will abstract the ins and outs of his process.
I wasn't looking for a ledger but with my passive perception of 20, did I notice him recording anything as he was doing business? Did he seem to have a ledger in there?
So for some of the products, yeah, the tea thing not so much. That was like that was a certain table that he was doing. That was a different thing. But like when people were, I would say you saw someone grab what appeared to be like an eye the size of like a large orange, and he did like look that up and do some markings and like comment. Didn't look like he got like a name or anything.
Yeah,
but more just that an inventory.
Okay.
They did keep things like that.
Well, he had some records, but I don't know how detailed they were. It didn't look like he was taking names, but he might have an inventory, might have a list of when things are coming in or when things are going out. That might be helpful.
Well, what do you think, Dorhilda and Bormunder?
Well, I think it can't hurt to go through the buckets with the kids and see what we can find, and maybe look at his books. Somebody get a look at his books. There might be some information there.
Yeah, they said he closes at night, so probably pretty close to now if we want to try to get some of us in there to take a look around.
I like the idea of a heist where we try to break in and ransack his place and see if we can find any good info.
Yeah. I think that might be a good idea.
Chaos is optional, but interesting results are important. You say heist. I say exploration opportunity.
I have no problem
Tomato,
ducking in after Nala. If Nala's going back after they close, maybe Nala. I see two options. I can either try and slip in after Nala, or we can wait for Nala to finish, and Nala can kind of scout out the place ahead of time, and we can all try to make our move later in the evening.
It sounds like the girls will be outside, so I'll probably be outside with them and at least distracting them from, anyone entering the building. If some of the rest of you want to go inside while I'm doing that.
Is there just one main entrance, one main tent flap, kind of?
Yeah. From what you can tell, there looks like it's the front flap. That's the main entrance. It doesn't take too long to see that it does look like a back area that maybe one could exit or go from, because there was that fourth room that you couldn't quite get into. It seems like that might have a separate exit.
Okay. Can we do a once around of the tent and see if there's a back entrance? Yes,
you can see that there is easy enough to kind of see that there is what appears to be. Sorry, I'll be really clear. In the back, there is a wall made of hides that has no roof. That seems to have a hinged bone gate to it. And then you can sort of see through some of the holes there. You can see the exit of the fourth room from there.
Okay. All right. I'll come back around and let everybody know. I think I found an entrance. If we wanted to wait, we could probably all make an entrance through the back.
Possible too.
Does he live there?
Possibly.
I think we'll
it
know
may
once.
not be empty.
That's
Might not be.
true.
I guess
So-
when he goes and talks to the girls, we'll have an idea of where he goes. If it's back into the tent, or if it's maybe into town, maybe to the pub.
Does the building look like it may have living quarters in it?
It's pretty hard to tell from the outside. What would you be looking for?
Does it have another story? Shop or
I would say, so going to the shop, I think spending enough time, you would be able to see what looks like at least like a bed back there.
if the building is occupied, Gormunder and I should probably stay outside since we're very noisy. But I can make two of you invisible if that would be helpful.
Yeah, that would definitely be helpful.
Well, somebody's got to keep a lookout anyway.
Well, if he lives in the back, maybe we should just go in the front.
Unless there's a way to get him to leave. Maybe convince him to go somewhere to talk business.
Oh, and maybe he will leave. I mean, he doesn't necessarily, once the shop is closed, maybe he'll go get a drink at the bar, or maybe I can start a rumor that there's going to be a special performance that is not to be missed.
You think you could do that this fast? I say go for it. Either that, or while Nala is digging through the bones, make me invisible and I'll slip in the front door. It doesn't look like you can secure the place. It's a tent.
Yeah, it takes me about 10 minutes to start a good rumor. And I can make you invisible at any point you want, and it will last an hour. and
Well.
and someone else too.
Anybody else want to come with me? Brynja?
I'd be fine with that, but pull me back up. I think I am apprehensive.
Could
At
you
least-
turn into something quiet?
Yes, obviously, yes, all the time. But which one? Which thing?
Cat is innocent enough and explainable.
Cats can fight. Ravens and doors are usually a bad omen, right? In human society.
I have no problem with ravens.
But in normal, well, around here maybe that's okay. I can. Yes.
Have we seen any city guards in this area?
One might come through, but they don't have a big presence.
Tell you what, Garrus, would you be opposed to having a guard dog next to your side?
No, that would be fine.
That is easy. Wait, which side are you? Maybe this is too big. That wolf is probably too big for you. What the fuck about it? Yeah, fuck it. Here we go. So I will burn one of my wild shapes to be a dire wolf. I'm going to borrow the spotlight stats next to Garrus, on leash next to him.
Bigger than me.
Like literally, like my shoulder is your shoulder, but you're in control.
Yep. Okay. Then, yeah, if Nala is going to go back and look through the bones, then Torhilda can make me invisible, and if she's done making her rumor.
And Azariah, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's smart to gain some more insight into his business dealings, but I'll have no part in it. I'll just stand by outside and watch.
All right.
Yes, I will. I will start a rumor that the world-renowned Nala is going to be doing a final performance at the Broken Hearth Inn that is not to be missed. And get there early if you want a good seat, or if you want to be able to get in at all. You should get there as early as you can, or you may miss it. I'm starting that rumor, and then once Garrus and Brynja are ready, I will make them both invisible.
What about? I'm not very good at finding things, just so you all know. And I was. Are any of you able to assist me in any way as far as looking for things out there? Because my eye for detail is not as good. I'm good at talking, but not at spotting.
You say eye for detail. You mean you can't see in the dark?
Well, I mean, if I'm looking for something and trying to find something specific or something of interest, I'm probably going to miss it.
Oh, Nala, you're smart, you're capable, and people like you. I'll give
I
you
have
a bardic
negative
inspiration.
2. Negative
I-
2 intelligence, y'all.
I have a -3. That's the best I can do for you, my love.
Okay.
Is this a side problem or a dark problem?
No, it's more of a investigatory Sherlock Holmes problem.
Well, once I transform, I can't actually do the usual guidance.
Because I was just thinking, Brynja, if you wanted to come with me, you could be a pet of this
That would
child.
be fine, too.
Oh, what?
Like you could be a pet, right? And help me find things if you're good at that. I don't know if you're good at that.
Yes, but yes, that could work.
And
But I can't cast that position.
oh,
Just
well, maybe like are you good at finding things on your own? Like you could, just
Passive percept 24. I'm fine at finding things.
okay. Well, it's just an option. I was just thinking because if it's just me out there by myself, I'm probably not going to find anything useful.
Well, let's see if he leaves, first of all. Let's see if the rumor works.
Yeah.
And we'll sit and wait for a while and see if he, as it gets dark, does he leave does he leave?
Okay, so I want to catch up with the conversation. I'm fully. We have a rumor that Nala is going to be singing. Is that what it is?
That it's a performance not to be missed, and you better get there early or you won't be able to get in.
Okay, performance not to be missed. Perfect. So that's the big that you use your rumor ritual to do.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
No pressure, Nala.
Well, I'm not going to be able to be there tonight, guys. I'm a
It'll
child.
be a scandal.
It's going to be a no-show.
Okay, so in that case, what happens is the whole area of the market clears out about an hour and a half before sundown. So because everybody wants to get to this, as such, you do hear he goes through the closing procedures a little early. The kids have to. He comes out. You can hear him. Well, some you're various places. It's not too hard to hide in this area. As he'll let's say, you can go through the scraps early today. Just tie the front as you go and knock 3 times in the gates as you leave, right? We know. Good. But be good now. We will. As he leaves and starts to proceed to what you assume is the tavern.
All right. Front door or back door? We're invisible. Are we invisible now?
Do you want to be?
Can't hurt.
Okay. I will go ahead and cast invisibility at 3rd level because that's the only level I can cast it at as a warlock. So you and who else?
Brynja?
Okay.
Thank you, Kitty.
And I will stand out, and I think Tor and I know Bormunder is, and perhaps Az are all standing spread out as lookouts, and I do have message, so I will stand ready to communicate if anything amiss is outside.
Nala will go meet up with the girls outside to look through the stuff.
Okay. Cool. So they're actually going into the back where the gated area is.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
So that's where the kids are going to be taking you. So the rest of you, if you want to try to slip in the front, you possibly could.
That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to follow behind them if they go inside.
Okay.
We'll follow behind them and slip inside unseen.
Yeah. All right. Then those of you sneaking, give me a stealth check with advantage, please.
$24.
All right. Anyone else with Garrus?
Is Brynja coming with me?
2 seconds. 11. That's probably good enough. Let's see.
With advantage?
Yeah, with advantage, sadly.
Nice.
Are you your form or were you an animal?
Animal form.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me verify the net numbers for spotted lion.
Bet not be no big ass spotted lion in this damn shop.
Right. I mean, the idea was a dire wolf, but yeah. All right, cool. Dex is optic.
All right. So you're a wolf,
Yes.
dire wolf.
Well, spotted lion is the form.
The what?
Spotted lion.
Spotted lion is the form.
So +1 to Dex, but not helpful.
Okay. All right. So as you, and then is everybody else outside? Is that what was happening?
Yeah, I mean, I was keeping watch outside and like just chilling on a bench somewhere.
And
or
that's
something.
Tor and Bermunder as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid having to roll for stealth, which
Okay.
goes badly for everyone.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep my internet keeps like getting so occasionally I don't quite get every bit here. So Nala, as you go with the two, they are going through some of the. There's like all these buckets, and you can see discarded claws and metals and some scraps of skin. Even looks like a type of cloth and weave. It's like, oh, this could be good. And then you hear the clanging of something metal hitting the ground from within. And a little bit, I think at this point, like growl or a yelp. Oh, what's in there?
What?
They go, oh, ring the bell, ring his bell. And goes, I'll get the bell. What do you want to do?
Okay. Oh, that was a lot. All right. So I hear something moving that's metal. And one of the girls
Like
said,
something
I'll go.
falls and clangs. And you
Okay.
know that your friends went inside.
Yes.
And so they're saying,
Oh,
quickly go ring the bell.
Okay.
to each other.
I can get it. Just tell me where it is. I'm really fast at running.
Okay, cool. Persuasion check.
Nat 20 for a 31.
Okay. Hi, you run in. It's right underneath his pillow.
Okay. I'll go get it. And I start heading toward what I'm assuming is the back entrance of the building, correct?
All right, go on in, and it's right underneath his pillow.
Okay. So I start heading toward the back entrance, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to make my way in there. See what I see before I do anything.
All right. So then, you come in and you can see, in this room there is a somewhat humble bed, as well as these wooden tables that have been set up. There are a bit of a macabre area here where there's pieces of animals, some claw. You even see like a head that they might be working on pulling teeth. Jars that look like they're still in the process of being preserved, as well as leather and armored gloves that looks like there's projects of adding different pieces to, as well as 2 large books.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like, so large, like wooden cover.
Okay. I think I know what Nala's going to do. The first thing she's going to do is she will go to the bed to find this bell. And is it like just a regular bell?
Okay.
Is it?
So you turn to go. You lift a pillow. This bell is, the metalwork on it has many runes.
Okay.
With one look, it is very obviously an object of power.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good to know. I'm going to immediately just kind of very hurriedly move a little bit further and just go, psst, psst, guys.
I obviously overhear this if they're trying to if Nala's trying to get my attention, and I'll move to the back room and follow in there.
Okay, take this. Okay, I'm going to tell them this was missing, and I'm going to tell them I saw something really scary in here, and so I'm going to try to convince them that we need to hide. Look around this area, find what you need to do. I don't know how much time I can buy us, but they wanted me to ring this, and I'm pretty sure that's going to alert a lot of things because there's a lot of runes in it. Okay, so I'm buying you a little time. Do what you can. I need to get back out there because they heard y'all.
Okay, is that a book? I'm moving over to the book and starting flipping through it. And
Okay. So now you took the bell and you're handing it to them?
Yes, I'm giving them the bell in case they come in here looking for it, so that
Okay.
it's purposefully missing.
I need a sleight of hand check in handling the spell.
so I will take the bell from Nala.
But she took it to try to
I
give it
did.
to you.
I
Okay.
did.
So she's
I
the
do
first
have
to
a
know.
bardic, I think, thankfully. Okay.
Guidance.
All right, let's see here. Roll my d20. Okay, and bardic is a d6, I think.
And guidance is D4.
Okay.
It is a D6.
Okay, so it's and then I got the d4. Okay. Hold on, let me make sure I'm doing the right math. Okay. Okay, that's at 18.
An 18. Okay. So as you pick it up, it's as you pick it up, you immediately realize that it is very sensitive. And
Okay.
the clangor almost hits, and you're just able to like take your pinky and stop it.
Oh, good.
And as close as it got to the wall, like there is this crimson energy that briefly like almost begins to start before it dissipates because you catch it.
Oh my gosh.
And it feels very warm to the touch. So if we'd like to hand it off, I would need a sleight of hand from Garrus.
All right. 16.
No.
Oh, I have a bardic also.
Do it.
I would use it.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm going
Do it.
18 total.
Okay. So
Same as me.
yeah. So it's one of those instances where as you push it, as you try to hand off the bell, it's just, you're trying to do it so quickly that you hand it off so that it starts to go to the other side. And you have to catch it again. It says the same, almost activating.
Out of initiative, Brenya being in the same chamber with the easy cantrip of shape water starts to like channel like some kind of like religious experience. Like she's being coated in water. Like she's trying to pull out all the liquids from the spots on her and start like almost singing or like making noise around like a religious experience. She's trying to produce like some almost Pentecostal moment where she's having this massive distraction that doesn't make them pay attention to that.
Oh, you're talking about for the kids?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so like you're channeling, so outside they have to look at the kid.
Oh.
So from here now, you're going to go outside.
You kind of froze after Brynja did her thing, so I don't know what the result of that was.
Yeah, so Brynja's doing that to distract the kids outside.
Right.
Yes.
And
Okay.
so, what
The,
is
the
Nala
last
gonna
thing
do?
I was going to have knowledge say was likely to Brynja, thinking that she is an animal, and she's just going to ask Brynja to like cut her, to like slice her or something, so that it looks like there actually was something in here that attacked her.
And Bruno, on the way in and his way out, will be like, done.
Okay. So you do that, and the blood actually levitates up and
Ooh.
shoots towards the bell.
No.
Dex
Crap.
save if you don't want the blood to touch Garrus.
I definitely do not want it to touch.
Oh, a nat 1, which re-rolls for a nat 20.
Nice.
Magic.
I love being a halfling. I didn't even have to re-roll it. It automatically re-rolled it for me, and it came up as a nat 20. So that's a 29 for my dex save.
Okay, so quickly, you begin moving this around, and the blood almost follows it till finally you cover it with like your cloak or cloth, and it just drops.
Yeah.
Once it is now no longer visible in the room.
Yeah,
Its whole
I've
form
totally
is
got it
covered.
wrapped in cloth. I've got the bell. I've torn off a strip of cloth and I've wrapped it around the bell like 2 times, just trying to keep
You're
it
just
from.
like, no.
Do not let it touch.
I love it.
But
I'm
there's
getting
a
the hell
book
out of
here
here.
too.
Yeah, I'm letting them look at all that stuff. I'm getting out of here to try to convince the kids we need to hide. That's what.
Absolutely. So in the midst of this, ever so some sound.
That again. That again.
Yeah, we lost him.
And recovering. Oh, he's done.
Oh,
All right, that's not Wi-Fi. That's like
guys, this is too stressful
no,
for a
it's not.
Wednesday night.
We're doing great.
Hey,
I'm never sitting in this group again.
We're doing amazing.
Jayla, love you, but
Oh man!
Wow.
I mean,
Alright.
who
Yeah,
else
my
you gonna
boat
have
network
go-
is a bit. My boat network is a bit off, so I'm getting some dropouts, and then between his, I'm like having anxiety attacks, plus thinking I'm deaf or having a seizure or something.
so Mike, I used to say a long time ago, like no iPad or Chromebook could actually solve this problem. Like it's not possible to do it on these devices. Have you done it?
See, again, I didn't get all of that. You were asking about a tablet or...
iPads or Chromebooks? Does it work?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in an iPad. I think Lisa is having less trouble than me, which makes me wonder if that's potentially a source of my problem. But that I'm on an iPad at the moment.
Curious.
Lisa, is your connection good?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still getting a little stuttering and
Oh,
Matt's
is
dropping
great.
in and out.
Yeah,
But
Matt's
otherwise,
been
it's
dropping
pretty
in and out
good.
for everybody.
Yeah, but I'm doing all right. And were you asking about sailing with a tablet? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, does it work?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of sailors navigate with a app on a tablet.
That's our backup if the chart plotter were to go out, as we would just operate off of the tablet.
Love it.
So let's just run our own game. Say we pass some saving.
I'll be
Yeah.
done.
So what's in the book?
The answers to the universe.
Everything. Yeah, we find all the names we're looking for. Yep. And we find their addresses, their next of kin.
Parents, neighbors.
Yep.
We find 10 legendary magic items.
At least per day.
Matter when you had to do saving throws, you have bless, so you had a D4.
Oh.
Okay.
There you are.
Yay!
I did it again, and I just took the opportunity to reset the to hopefully,
So chop as hell.
but we'll see.
Now you're
Well,
better.
it sometimes is when you first come in. Like it always is like a little choppy at first.
That's good now.
Now it's better.
Yes, now it's better.
Okay, that was likely just that intro. Hopefully, we'll see if that does anything better here. Anyway, so I was asking, Bruno Hilda has arrived. If there's anything specifically you were doing during this?
I think they said they were just standing and watch Torhilda or Munder.
Yeah, I think that was the next.
Okay. I wasn't. I'm probably trying to get a little closer to the kids if they try to take any action. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but what we're seeing of Nala is probably not great. So I'm just going to be prepared to try to maybe snatch one of them up if they try to run or create trouble.
Okay, so you're just making sure you're nice and close at this point. Very cool.
I'm probably not paying attention as well as I should be, and I'm trying to finish up my book, the Alchemist's Apprentice, so I can try to get that alchemy proficiency. So yeah, I'm gonna watch outside, and I'm like catching up on reading.
I would say give me an Arcana check though.
Sure. Oh, damn, that's a natural 20 for 29.
Okay, you immediately sense from in the tent strong sangromancy.
In the tent that they are in right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's strong sagromantic power coming from it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I kind of feel that, and I'm like, I hope everyone's okay in there. Did we go from the fight in the space straight here?
No.
Okay.
No, he said we'd had days. Everybody.
Oh, it's been days?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind then.
All right, something else. And then Tor here. You hear a voice on the wind. Feminine, soft. A very familiar song about blood on the wind. Do you need me? As you remember from your time studying with your patron. And it is her voice you hear. And then as quickly as it comes, it fades away.
Joanne? Is that you?
You ask that. And there's silence for a moment until once more the voice comes. Tor, what are you getting into? You need to be... And it fades away again.
I need to be, what was the last word?
It cuts off.
Oh dear. I do have a tendency to get distracted, don't I? But where do I need to be?
Try to ask this. And nothing comes.
And she said, I need to be, and that last word didn't come through.
Do you say this out loud?
No, this is in her mind.
Okay.
Um,
After kind of reading and feeling that energy and around Elder and Born, did you guys feel that? Yes, sense a lot of blood magic coming from there, but I don't hear anything.
This is to Torhilda.
Hilda, and Bormunder, yeah.
Ramona kind of left you all and went more to.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Kids,
My bad.
yeah.
Yeah, so Todor.
Yeah. Do we need to go in and investigate?
Don't want to cause too much trouble, but maybe if I peek my head inside where Garrus and Brynja went in.
All right. Well, let's go talk to the children first, and then we'll join the others.
So she's going sort of near the children because things are happening. So I like this. So you'll be able to see what happens next year with Nala and the kids as you're moving kind of in that direction. So Nala, you now burst out of the tent to the kids.
I'm like clutching my wound as I run up to the kids. Like, guys, I went where you told me there was no bell. There was no bell there, and I was looking for it, and then there was this shadow, this thing, and it just swiped at me. We gotta get out of here. We gotta hide. We gotta do something.
And they look.
And I'll walk up with Borbunder. Oh, what's the problem here, little ones? Are you all right?
No, there's some monster in there.
Oh,
We need to find Highland. We need to get Highland. He
Yeah.
went to the inn. We need to go. They kind of want to go run to Highland. That's
Okay.
kind of what
Yeah,
they're
let's
doing
go.
right now. Whatever you all want.
okay. Well, you guys, I don't know. We can take care of it. We'll go take care of it. We're great monster hunters. We'll take care of whatever it is. Don't you worry your pretty little heads about it. Look at all these pretty teeth. Don't you want to finish going through those? We'll take care of it.
Maybe they're right. Maybe we shouldn't run. What if it tries to get us? Will Highland be back soon?
These poor
And what if you
children.
get Highland? Or can you send a soldier to go get Highland? Can somebody help Highland?
All right,
so
I feel
cool.
like what I want right now is a persuasion from Torhilda and a performance from Nala.
Okay.
Can I guide myself?
Yeah, I'll let you guide yourself.
I'm gonna use my feature to roll with this with it.
Oh my gosh. So that's a 32 before the guidance.
Nice.
For 33.
Okay, that's a 28.
Okay. So with this, they kind of calm down. Okay, hide. Yeah, and like you've got them. You've now.
Okay.
They're gonna.
And I start going through the things with them. Oh, look, there's really good pieces here that I'm sure you could use. Why don't you sift through this and let Bormunder and I go take care of it. We are so
Okay.
good at taking care of anything. We'll handle it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
strange lady.
I pat
You don't know
Nala
the
on the
half of it,
head.
kid.
I pat her on the head.
Come on, fellow
It'll be
kids.
all
Let's
right, honey.
slip through garbage.
You've got these kids. All right. So before they get a chance to enter, I would say Garrison Brynja, what would you like to do?
Garrus is looking through the books. Immediately, as soon as we're alone, I'm moving over to these wooden covered books and starting looking through to see if we can find any record of who he's purchasing these things from, where he's getting these things from.
Okay.
Because that's really what we're looking for. We don't think that he's killing all of these things. He's got to be buying them from somewhere, getting them from somewhere.
All right. So, looking at these books, the first codex here is beautifully decorated, with seemingly paint on the cover with just what looks like a myriad of creatures. And opening it, you can see there are drawn illustrations of creatures, almost one per page, and gives a few notes about them, what they might know. And you can see that the notes in specific are done by different hands. Different handwriting has done this, as if this has been passed down and added to as whoever was responsible for this wrote it down. Flipping through the pages themselves seem to be of different origins, as if they've been added over time. And there are notes on uses. Some would say, harvest the claws, the teeth are good, the heart is the best. Pushing yourself or reading through this seems to be some type of catalog or bestiary almost of various creatures and the parts that are useful.
Okay, can I find? Is there an entry in there for these red wolves? These shapeshifters that we've encountered?
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Guidance.
Oh, 28 plus guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 30.
Nice. Okay. So this will take up so this takes up the time you would use to look at the other one. So as you're making your investigation here, you do find this illustration of a bipedal red wolf with blood dripping from its hands and a mouth that seems oversized to the general body. Next to it is the word or the name Nightgarm.
Nightgarm.
Yes.
Okay.
And a few notes that you're able to see here. It says made by ritual.
Okay.
And it refers to the Sierra witch, or the Witch of Asira. Is the one who may have made these creatures.
The Witch of Asura.
Asira, yeah.
Asira. Okay.
And in addition, the note here will indicate that they create. Says the Nightgarm are known for hunting humans or humanoids and devouring them whole. 9 hours later, they will regurgitate a copy. These false hearts are loyal to the Nightgarm and retain the memories of the victim.
Oh. That gave me goosebumps. That's kind of creepy. Whoa. This is not what I was looking for, but this is information worth finding.
And then it gives various uses for the teeth and the claws and such things. And specifically some notes on harvesting and allowing regenerative properties to take effect.
Okay. All right. All right. What is the other book? Just glancing at it. I know you said I took up most of my time.
I would say this other one appears to be more like records of inventory and where he may have gotten things.
Okay.
I would say. So at this point, everyone's, the people who are coming in here are in here. So we kind of go to the full group here.
Oh, guys, over here. Over here. I'm still invisible. And I would explain, it looks like these red wolves are called Night Garm. And here, and I'd show them the entry and explain how they seemingly reproduce and how they're from maybe the Witch of Asira. I don't know, have any of you ever heard of this Witch of Asira? I've never heard of her.
I don't know.
Not yet.
Have any of us heard of the Witch of Asira?
No.
But it also implied that these Night Garm have regenerative properties. So this one that you met, if their claws and teeth were taken, they should regenerate.
In theory, yes. But have we proof?
It sounds like these creatures are not good news. It seems interesting that there's one that seems to be personable. Do we want to take a look through this other book? It looks like it has the purchasing. Maybe we could find out who attacked them. I don't know that I care who attacked them, though, because it sounds like they should be gotten rid of. I don't know why they're trying to live in the city. Maybe I'm just being bigoted now, but I see why you're against the No Belly Button crew. It makes sense now. They're not born, they're vomited. That's gross.
And they're loyal to the Night Garm, which is problematic. Can't hurt to have more information. Why don't you read it to us, Garrus?
I read it to them and give them all the information that I heard. Was it Long and Wisdom was their name?
Yeah, Short and Tooth, Long and Wisdom.
Short and Tooth, Long and Wisdom. I wonder if this was the original Night Garm. And all the other ones are copies.
Have I made it my way to the back yet?
Yeah, sorry. What I had meant to indicate was everybody got in here at this point.
Gotcha. Okay.
Except for Nala, correct?
Correct. Now those are the kids. Everyone else was part of the "it's okay, we'll handle this" children crew that went in.
Okay. I didn't want to be seen by the kids, so that's why I kind of wanted to go to the back way, where Brynja and Garrus went through, because I feel like this can get messy. If the kids know a lot of our faces. So after coming there and hearing what Garrus is saying, well, he said that he was kicked out by a group of others like him. So I could only assume that there's a reason why he wants to be left alone in this city.
Well, if he's not the original Night Garm, then he's loyal to the original Night Garm.
He's definitely not loyal to the ones he was in a pack with before. I think we should definitely learn more about this witch. But I need you to tell me, Garrus, did you feel that? There was a bit of sangromancy here. I felt the power of blood magic.
Probably this bell.
I look at it, and can I tell that is the source by looking at it?
Yes, this seems to be the spot. You'd be able to determine that.
Garrus, please put that back where you found it. I wouldn't keep it on you because it would be easy to track.
I'll go and lay the bell very carefully back down underneath the pillow.
What happened in here before we came?
Nothing. We scared some kids away.
Okay. Did the kids see your faces?
No, you can't see my face. I'm
Perfect.
invisible.
Oh, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, all right. I just don't want to cause a stir, and for anything to get back with us, we're already bringing some attention by making rumors of a show of Nala who's going to be a no-show. They might take your cup for that, Nala.
This other book has more inventory. Maybe it has information on who attacked Long and Wisdom.
That'd be smart.
You want to help me
Maybe
look through it real quick?
I would love to. And I will gather and look at like the pages and skim through while he's kind of going through it as well.
Okay. You can do investigation check.
Sure.
This is the ledger. Whatnot.
Do you want me to roll? Okay, we're gonna roll separately. Perfect. I rolled another natural 20 for 29.
Beautiful. 26.
Okay. Specifically about where they might have gotten these things and what the information you have.
Nightgarm, teeth and claws.
Yeah. You basically find something detailing where exactly where you met the Long and Wisdom. The area is not so much their domain itself, but more where they might be seen and hunted. And there's what looks like he may have sent out parties or people to find this person and harvest them. You also can see the where they've purchased some things like this before from various sources. What you can tell is they have sold all that came from what you assume was Long and Wisdom has been sold here in Asura to someone. He doesn't have any names for anyone who buys any of his stuff. The ones who sell to him, he does have some names listed here. In addition, in looking at these, because of that, you do see the name Corvin as someone who sells him what he says false hearts, which seems to refer to the entry of the children of these things. And that seems to have been purchasing them. And as far as the date seems, as soon as a few days ago, and nearly every day before that for for a few weeks.
What did it say people use Nightgarm teeth and claws for? It said that in the entry. You mentioned that.
Yeah, I would say there's various things that, at this moment you could probably get more of that. But it looks like things for transformations, turning into wolves themselves, and then there would be, you would imagine from the entry there would be like more ritualistic uses. There's a lot of different things one could do, probably.
All right.
Though there weren't anything listed for the false hearts, which is interesting. That they don't seem to know what the false hearts, but they have been getting them and selling them almost the same day, or precisely the same day. And yeah. So that is, while you guys are looking at that, is there anything else the others in the room wanted to do?
Yeah, everybody's in here. You guys want to look around too? I just went straight for the books.
Yeah, so you have the one book right now.
Yep.
One, the ledger. So Brynja or Tor and Bermunder.
I will just I will make sure that no one comes in. I think someone should still keep lookout.
Yeah.
But
Well, you were
just-
helping him with this at the moment.
okay, no, I know. I just kind of want to be like give them some advice of maybe what to look for, and maybe like take a quick glance on my way out. But I'm also like anxious that someone's going to come here.
Yeah, so you're kind of that. Bermunder, I saw you unmute.
I just said I'm definitely not interested in the books because I don't read, so that seems kind of pointless. And I'm not that great at finding things, but I'll just sort of aimlessly look around for, any objects and exercise my meager investigation skills as best I can. I'm kind of interested in if this is super lucrative, if he's got piles of money laying around here somewhere.
Ooh, yes, give me investigation check.
Fortunately for my potential mental issues with this, I'm pretty bad at finding out anything. So
Nice.
I rolled a 3 for a total of 2.
You like the look around, everything like, no, I mean, nothing here.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I really wanted to look for on my way out is, I mean, someone like this has to have some secrets or maybe compartments that they don't want people to see in easily. So I would look for anything like loose bricks or, anything like where maybe a wind is coming through or has scrapes in the wall on the flooring that looks like it's been, brushed against multiple times, like a hidden door or something like that.
So if I see Azariah looking for secrets like this, I'll join them and do a once over with them and help out.
Sure. Torhild, was there anything you wanted to do?
Now I'm going in. I might walk back out to the children with my battle axe out, not like threatening them, but like I've just used it.
Okay.
And I'll tell them, it's okay now. There was a giant were-rat that had gotten in, and I see where it scratched you, Nala, but I've dispatched it. It's all safe now.
Okay. So you tell them that. You know the strange child's name. I love it. Okay. And in that case, I guess Azariah, you wanted to take another look, so we'll give another I guess perception check as you leave.
Yep. I rolled another natural 20 for 22.
Okay.
Bless this beautiful blue and purple dice. You're so cute.
So I would say, as far as especially there's all these pieces of things and that type of stuff around. You're not necessarily here to rob the person, but Of interest, you do see what looks like the types of tools one would need to very expertly harvest things from a creature. So
Okay.
ultimately a harvester's kit that is very well maintained and cared for.
Okay.
That's one thing. The other thing you would see here is you would see that there is a good amount of Vasselheim minted coin, as well as in a small lockbox here. There's like chalices that might be used in religious ceremony to different gods, ritual daggers, somewhat small things that maybe have been given to payment to him from different deities or dedicated to different deities.
Right.
And yeah, those are two things you would see.
Okay. And I don't notice anything in particular where like I would say, oh, this looks like something that like is a brand of one of the like cabinet members, I guess to say, the people on the council.
Okay. I say with that check, yeah, looking through that, you would. One of the more beautiful pieces that look a little rarer does have the mark of the Everlight.
Okay. Do I think that's something more related to somebody like Radiant Priestess Lysandra Lightbloom or Matron Allyra Duskwatch?
The first one there.
Okay.
That is, yeah, a pretty high thing. All right, so it sounds, is everyone trying to get out of here then?
Well, now that's on the outside.
Right. Sorry, yeah.
So during all that, I do want to know these two girls, their names. So as I was talking to them, I'm assuming I could have gotten that.
Yeah. So yeah, as you're kind of talking, it's this, what's your name? And so this is the first one's name is Astrid. This is the pink tiefling. And then the other one here. Is Sigrid.
All right. And so while we're kind of like looking through all this stuff, I do want to just like check to see if I find anything interesting while we're kind of sorting through all the stuff that was kind of cast out. Like if I find anything that looks like it might have been something that could be related to something, you know. Yeah. Okay.
Sure. I think outside here, you do see that there. Well, let's do this. Sorry, investigation check or perception, your choice.
Okay, I'll do perception. Oh, yuck! Not great, but better. That's 12.
A 12. Okay. Yeah, I would say. So 12, you find that this area here is likely where the children have done their crafting. And it is set up very meticulously. More so than just you would know, than a kid necessarily would set things up. Everything in its place. And things arranged very precisely. And looking back a little bit, it almost like bears the rough shape of like runes, though you're not sure what type. But there's like that type of order in the way that the supplies are set out.
Astrid, do you know what these are?
Astrid is what the. This is what we used to make the things. We're allowed to kind of get out here and use them. He sets them out for us.
Oh, cool. Can I help?
They're like trying to hide, so they're very confused.
Oh, yeah, I know.
This is just the context. So
okay. So yeah. So I'm like, okay. Oh, look, that strange lady is coming out of the building now. What's that, strange lady? Everything sounds good. Okay. Okay. Can we come back inside, or is it safe?
Let me go make one final pass and make sure it's clear, and I'll let you know.
Okay.
Go back
while she's
inside
doing that,
Tell
would you like
everybody,
to
get out of here.
would
We
you like
all
to
leave.
show me how
I mean,
to-
I was already gone, so I would hope so.
Okay.
Yeah, out the back door.
So the
All
whole
right,
point of
I'll
that
just
was,
make sure.
while she's doing that, would you like to show me how to use one of these?
yeah, I would, I'd say kind of coming down and go, okay, and they will show you. They like kind of begin taking the pieces they can find, like some type of like more gutsy thing that they clean and try to get some like sticky material from crafting and trying to figure out what they want to make necklaces or figurines. But when they do it, you can see that they pick up the implements kind of in a somewhat ritualistic way. They are like tap them like rhythmically like 3 times before they use them. Sort of things like that.
So sort of like what that guy said about like tap or knock 3 times at the back, right? He said at the gate, knock 3 times.
You did say that, yeah.
Okay. When he said to, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But you don't think that's necessarily what they're doing. They're just using their tools like in a
Okay.
very precise manner. And every time they use the same tool, you notice they do the same motions. The tool, like very precise.
Interesting. So I'm gonna try to do what they're doing.
Okay.
See what happens.
Begin to do the same thing. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh joy. All right. Oh great. Wisdom saving throw. Goodness. What am I doing? Okay, that's a 12.
Okay.
I think your ring helps you with those.
Oh, that does?
I think so.
Tor's like, I made a thing.
I don't know.
And I left the description at the house. I don't have it. But
Okay, yeah, because it's not in here, and that's
Let's
why.
call it advantage.
Okay.
So you don't create inventory items?
It's still a 12.
Well, there we go.
Oh wait, no wait. I am going to spend a luck point. Hold on. I'm going to spend a luck point. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, much better. That's a 19.
19. Okay. As you do that, there's you almost sense as though actually, yeah. Because of your nature, you feel you're very attuned to this curse that's on your soul. And you feel the strong pull on your soul. You know what that feels like because you've been bound before. And this thing starts to try to manipulate that. And it's almost focusing on on this curse. Like, no. The curse itself is used to pull the soul back in this moment as you resist, almost like it wants to leave you and work into these tools and into the things that are being made.
Oh. I now realize these girls are bound. Crap. And I'm definitely going to have to bring that up to the magic users in a moment. But yeah, I guess I'll wait there until everybody's out.
Okay. So is everybody getting out of house?
Yeah, we're leaving them through the back door.
Cool. Just make sure everybody had a chance to do what they wanted to do. Everyone's good.
Yep.
Sure. Yep. Brynja, you're good.
Yep, sorry. Got page. BRB.
What? Oh, you're reading. Okay. All right. Then you're able to get on out. And Nala, you're kind of leaving them, or are you sticking with the children?
Yeah, I'm going to tell them I need to go get like bandaged up because this thing's hurting really badly. But I'll try to come back tomorrow.
Okay. So, as GM, I want to make sure some people do know that some of your characters' names have been given to these children.
Yep.
So I want to know your characters, like some other characters would have heard this and know this, whatever comes next in your conversations. So as you all make your way away from this, what do you want to do?
Okay. Those girls, I think they're bound by something magical. I was watching them use the tools, and I tried to do the tools like they did. It was like something was pulling on my soul, trying to bind me to something.
Performing rituals for another to bind you. That is some wicked work.
Yeah, well, it's worse than that because now that they know my name, and Highland knows who Nala is.
They know your name.
I was going to use a fake name, but Darla said it.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Okay.
They got Borobunder too, just because Nala was there when that was said.
Okay. Well, we should see if we could perhaps get these girls to dispel whatever charm is on them, and hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah, because they're probably going to feed him a lot of information about tonight.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, maybe you should make an appearance as yourself and keep him occupied while we go search for these girls.
As myself?
As somebody named Nala who's bigger than you are now.
It doesn't work like that, Azariah.
Well, I don't know how.
This was not going to work.
I don't know how it works. Does anyone know how to make people bigger? Maybe if someone enlarged you, or would you still have a baby face?
You're the wizard.
I can do it, but it takes a lot of sleep. It's not obviously easy, and it's not gonna happen today. No. The idea is good, yes. The outcome is no.
Yeah, it's all right.
I don't know how Nala's curse works because she never talks about it.
Yeah, she doesn't.
That's pretty interesting that you became a child. This is news to me.
Well, it's a long story.
I imagine so.
It is structured. It's never mind.
I think the story is more tall and short.
Huh.
Awful.
Well, nonetheless, we're kind of in a pickle here, guys. He's going to find out something really quickly unless we can somehow get these girls out of whatever is bound to them, and maybe that'll help free them.
Does anyone have the ability to disguise themselves as someone else? Maybe they could play as you tonight.
It's not a bad idea. Which one of you is the best at playing an instrument?
My performance is a +1, and I don't have any proficiencies in any instruments, though.
Tor?
I have a hand drum.
Okay. Garrus?
How do you do that play motion?
I don't play jack shit. No, I am not a performer.
I'm not proficient, but I feel like I've just always had a natural talent for it. I like to to hum
Okay.
tunes.
No, we're not going to ruin my reputation tonight, everybody.
Oh God!
But here's what we're going to do. Okay? I'm going to perform as a child performer doing an impression of Nala. It will charm the people and they will find it endearing. Okay?
Okay. Do we say that you're just someone that dressed up as her today and maybe looks different on another day? I mean, this is going to raise
Yes.
a lot of suspicion.
Yes, and she handpicked me because we look so alike, and so she thought it would be a delight to give me an opportunity to perform before a crowd because it's my debut.
I look at Brynja. Do you think you can start another rumor?
I think this is dicey at best.
I think it was Torhilda that did the rumor, right? Not Brynja?
Yes, Torhilda does
Okay.
rumors.
Yeah, I'll look at. I'll say that to Torhilda. I forgot who did it.
Yes. Well, I can introduce her and try to persuade the crowd that this is what's going on. I can start a rumor that there's a surprise guest, that Nala has a surprise guest performer today.
But the real
I
Nala
can
is
do
not
that.
going to show up. So, I mean, you guys are the ones that are most convincing, along with Bormunda in the group.
She will be back tomorrow, we'll say, hopefully, and
Mhm.
maybe she had an emergency that she had to take care of.
Okay. I think I'm going to drink at another tavern tonight.
I wish I could.
But I mean, I'm down with the plan. So if that's what we want to do, since no one has disguise self right now, like that's probably our best option.
You could eat the little girl's brains.
Oh no, Bormunda,
Are
we're
we
not
sure?
killing any little girls.
Are we sure they're actually little girls?
Did they have belly
Did we
buttons?
check
Did you
them
check?
for belly buttons?
Well, I mean, beyond that, there's many other things that can disguise themselves. Demons and the like, I'm sure. And if they're bound, that sounds like something that you might do to something from the lower planes. I know there's
You trying to say that Nala's from the lower plains?
no. But those girls might not be girls.
I mean,
Well.
that is fair. I'm open
I-
for any
I
interpretation.
say we leave the girls alone and let the cards fall where they may.
You don't want to go search for them and dispel the magic that might be
Not particularly.
over them.
Not particularly.
I don't
No.
think
Well,
they don't deserve to be cursed.
I don't know that they are cursed. Do you?
Well, I do. I mean, based on what I felt when I was there, they were so meticulous in the way they were crafting, and I tried to mimic their movements. And that's when I felt it, because the workshop that they're working with has a bunch of runes on it.
Hmm. I don't
Do you
know
think
nothing about that.
Do you think
Well, I
Highland
think
is
if
behind it? Or is he
I
cursed
think
too?
so.
Or is he also cursed?
It's possible, but he's the one obviously giving this information to the girls. I think that Brynja, maybe you should be able to remove a curse or dispel the magic that's binding them. You could do that from afar, or no.
Depends which kind. Yes, it's possible. If it's a relatively limited curse, maybe I could help. Sure.
This also gives
And
me an
then-
opportunity. I can.
And then, go. Sorry.
I was just gonna say that because my name was known, it's now because I've been going the entire day going by the name Nala to prepare for my performance.
That would work, and maybe Bormunda and Brynja and I could go find the girls, and if Bormunda is able to use his sense of other beings, he could verify if they're human or not,
Right.
or humanoid or not.
Not one playing. Yes.
I thought I was singing with Nala.
I'm sorry, what?
You asked
Well-
about my musical talent. I thought we were going to play together.
Oh no, we
Like,
were going to see if someone could have disguised you as Nala, and then you perform as her.
Ah, I see. I'm ready
What?
for my close-up.
Another opportunity will come, I'm sure.
We'll write a song together. It'll be called "I've Had the Time of My Life."
You're the wind beneath my wings.
Both terrible.
Okay. So, Brynja, how do you feel for a little sniff and search? Hopefully, we can find these girls quickly.
Meaning what?
We need to try to get back on this trail of the girls. They went one direction. We probably saw them walk, and now we're wasting 5 minutes.
I've got a good rest time, and I've got a detect magic. What do you want?
Do you have Dispel Magic? I mean, you could try that. I think you had
Yeah.
it. I don't know if you had it before, but
I did, yes. Hang on. Yes, at third. Cast it. Sure, why not?
Okay. Well, I guess then what I could do. Is there anything on the girls that was noticeable to me, like a hair clip or a like a pin or something, like a
Yeah, so I would say
Something like that.
Astrid is wearing like these like twine rope almost earrings off of her ears.
Okay. And let's see here. And does can you say that we've been with the early morning today being near Highland and Thumb, and then today with being in a tent, do you think that we've been around them for like an hour in total?
Yeah.
Okay. So then what I do is I will actually bring out my familiar as they come out from their little pocket, and they are like a spectral hound, and you can kind of see through them a little bit. They're like ethereal, ghostly, but you can like see substance like bone and different things like that. And I go down and I look at them, and I need you to help me remember these girls. And I describe them to it. It will know the vague direction, north, northeast, east, southwest, etc. of any creature has spent 1 hour in close quarters with it, as long as the creature is within 500 feet of it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's bustling right now in that they're walking slow, but I will try to see if the dog can sense their direction. If not, maybe sniff around and use its keen hearing and smell.
Yeah, it can sense the direction.
Cool. Well, then once he kind of brings attention to that direction, I will have Bormunder and Brynja follow me.
Okay. So this is Bormunder and Brynja. And then Nala's going to the bar.
Yes.
I'll go to the bar with Nala.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think Torhilda is going too, so she can announce and hopefully cause, like, oh, surprise,
Cool. Is that what's happening, Tornado?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Very awesome. So, all right. So let's start off with the bar, I think. What is the plan? So Horda might be the first one.
Yeah, so I guess Tor will take the stage and she'll use her hand drum to get everybody's attention. Gather round, gather round. There's a special treat for you tonight. We have a very special young lady that Nala would like you to lend your ear to. She is the youngest and best impressionist you have ever seen. She is amazing. She's been going by Nala all day to prepare. I want you to welcome the youngest Nala impersonator in all of Asilra. Put your hands together and welcome this young lady. Here we go.
Persuasion check with advantage because I love it.
Da, da, da. $32.
All right. Nice. There's this thing where they're like, what, impersonator? And then hearing like, oh, she's committed. Nala wanted this. And just they're just leading in and ready to go. I think yeah. So that is amazing. What's next, y'all?
Boy. Yeah.
I hope someone made you a little mini mug.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Actually, that was going through my head as part of the gimmick. She kind of comes out with this, not the actual mug, but like a fake version of the mug, and she's just kind of drinking like milk or something from it, and she is going to take her harp, which is much bigger than she is, and just kind of very purposely look a little bit clumsy with it, to just kind of sell this. And she'll say very sheepishly, "Hello, everyone. I am Nala, and I am here to perform all of my greatest hits, including a song about belly buttons and a song about the walls. And okay," and she'll start to very professionally play the harp. And so the sheepishness kind of dies as soon as she starts playing it. And it's a very beautiful song, but with her her voice being more youthful, she kind of recognizes to kind of add it or kind of modify the words a little bit so that it sounds like a child's lyrics, to some of the tunes. So she adds a little bit of humor into it to make the crowd laugh, as she clearly misunderstands some of the nuance to some of Nala's words. And so she's doing this very purposely to kind of get the crowd laughing and just kind of enjoying themselves.
Good. Give me a performance check.
All right, I am once again going to use a feature on this because I want to make sure the bar is happy with this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to spend another luck. Why not? I can spend another luck on that just to see what I get. Oh yeah. Okay, that's a 29.
29. Very good. So they're going nuts. They're like, yeah, going, little Nala, little Nala. Hey, drinking's going, and some tip coin and meat and bones are being pushed around. Anything for Garrus?
No, I'm just watching and taking this in. I have not a performing bone in my body, and I am just enjoying the show. I haven't seen Nala perform yet.
Very cool. I would say, since you kind of took this performance, you do see Highland, who, like, was satisfied, but is looking at Nala very carefully. Here, just sort of their eye kind of appraising her and trying to figure, you say that their wheels are turning in their head, I would say. But yeah, but other than that, the bar is going crazy. People are cheering, and it is an amazing performance. And at the end, the barkeep comes over and goes up to you, little Nala. He goes, that was amazing. Like the real one, you should have a in cup as well.
Yay! Oh no! It's like a legit in cup.
It is. It is like a legit one. However, you do see there's a special mark on it.
Yes.
They go, however, this is for the milk barrel.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Okay. She very graciously takes that.
There's someone like, nice milk. Of course, pretty valuable in the type of
Chug,
Yeah,
chug,
actually.
So, he goes, it says, now be sure to come every day now. Should get your milk. Should go nice and strong like the real Nala.
Exactly.
People cheer and such things. Therefore, those of you on the outside here, your little dog now go into the streets. You do find them. They seem to have actually what appears to be a small but pretty nice place of hides and actually thick furs. Better than you think they would have. That's what your little dog leads you to.
Okay. I think they're in here. If you just get a glimpse on them, Brynja, could you try to dispel the magic? I want to take a look and.
I can, but do you feel like this is magical? Yes.
I think so. But what Nala described, it seems like they were doing some type of ritual. Could only think that maybe doing that ritual on yourself is what causes them to become influenced. But if it is not something that can be dispelled, maybe I could use the ring, the tiger's eye, to give them another chance against being charmed in some way.
Well, I can try first. It might work. It's also fine. But like, these things are not easily spelled typically. We could try. It's fine.
All right.
So
how
it
do you-
seems like a bigger tent spot, right?
it's not big. It's
Okay.
small.
Small.
It's like child.
So can we
size.
just like maybe like like if I possibly
Got 4 moon.
would Nala have shared their names before she left? I don't know if she did that or not.
I could have.
Cool.
Okay. Because then what I would have done then is I could use a I'll like have us hide and suggest that we hide like maybe in bushes and somewhere that we can get a clear vision of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the cantrip minor illusion to have mimic Nala's little childlike voice to call their names out. You come here, and then like end it like there.
Okay. Yeah. And that was with one of your spells.
Yes.
Okay, so that goes off. Yeah, and you see this the two children, the blonde hair girl and the pink tiefling girl, just no.
And then I want to like look at them and see maybe do I know if they are over a spell or like charmed in some way. Looking at maybe glossy eyes or different indications of maybe someone who is under some spell.
Okay, so you're trying to do a very quick, like just by a glance. So this would be fairly high DC Arcana check.
Understood. All right, not 20 that time, but a 17. So that's going to be 26.
26, okay. Looking at them, and you read the deep lines of a curse. Very specifically, one that has worked into their blood.
Okay. So nothing I think that they could re-roll like being charmed against or could be dispelled with dispel magic.
This seems like a very, not dispel magic, definitely not.
Right.
A very slow curse.
Right.
Something
Like maybe
that's
like
taken
greater
over and
restoration.
over and over again.
Okay.
The 26, probably something that needs to be. So yeah, in your nodes, there are most curses actually in this part of Asira are linked to something. There is some source that prevents something like greater restoration from working.
Okay.
And it is only when that source or key is destroyed that something like greater restoration can cure.
Fuck. Do I thinking back and seeing that bell, do I think that could be some type of source?
A lot's possible.
Yeah. Okay.
Did we leave the bell behind?
Yeah, I told them to leave the bell behind.
Okay. I couldn't remember. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, no. I looked at Garrus, I was like,
Well, the bell is left under the pillow.
Okay.
right.
Okay. Continue.
I like touch Brynja and I just like whisper like source. Greater restoration and dispel magic won't work.
They won't. No, probably not. Sir, difficult times.
And what I'm gonna do is and if they're still out there looking and such, I am going to no, that won't be useful. I don't have a 7th level slot. Okay. 6 hours is not enough time. Now that we know where they stay, maybe we could come back, but we need to find the source of their cuts.
More stability, yes.
It could be that bell the bell that Garrus had. It's a possibility. Let me. If I just at the moment use sense lifeblood as a bonus action while I'm looking at them, in gleaning any insight, like in a biological sense, am I able to determine like what type of blood might be afflicting them, or like is it like where that curse kind of stems from?
I would say anything else, you're going to have to do like elongated hours of
watching them
of examination on them. Yeah, you got everything you can with this look.
No, I understand.
Without kind of taking them somewhere, taking tools, seeing if certain rocks glow when near them. Like it'll be quite a process.
All right, and Bormunder, we're not eating brains of children today, or maybe not even tomorrow.
I mean, they might be tasty.
They probably are tasty. I will let them know, and as soon as they leave, kind of get up and share the insight that I've kind of gotten from this, and ask them if they have any ideas for what the source could be, if they know a ton about curses. I actually don't know a ton about curses in Monster Hunters. I wish we had a Monster Hunter in the group. That would be dope. But if I die, I don't want to play next. But I am going to just kind of leave it at that, as I believe that they are definitely deep. Like I said, you said how it was like something that happened over and over again, kind of got deep rooted for them doing this. So I guess maybe what I would look into then is what I've heard about this, or maybe look into some books about this type of ritual. Maybe I can even ask some of the clans. I know that Shorten, or not Shorten, it was our other contact, the more shadowy guy, gave us one of the clans that are bigger and more well known, and see if maybe they have heard of folk rituals like this, if I have not.
So you're asking
the silver
around?
Yeah, so maybe like the one of the largest Seonis clan was the Silver Scale. So like if I don't know of anything like this ritual, I would ask someone who's more deeply rooted as a clan.
So that would take a little bit of time, because
right
now, from what you've already done, you've you've basically put the whole town into the bar.
Right,
so it's not people to necessarily talk to right now.
Fair enough. I kind of like will tell Brynja and Bormunder that as an idea and see what they think. Brynja, do you think there's any use in maybe learning more about this ritual and where it's from and what it does?
But don't sit outside. Like every situation, every civilization has its ups and downs.
I find learning too much just complicates your life, and I'm not sure it's going to be helpful.
I look at Bormunder in disgust. I need to share with you some of my books.
I thought our goal was to keep these kids from ratting us out, so I don't know how learning about their curse is going to help us with that.
Right. Well, I was hoping that we could dispel the curse, right? And maybe it wouldn't influence them to tell him. But I mean, I don't want to kill. We can't even hurt animals. I'm not about to hurt children.
All right. Well, do we really care if the guy knows that we're onto him? I mean, what's he going to do about it?
I mean, it would surely make things interesting for sure. But, I mean, I guess only some of us are known suspects, right? I mean, while some people obviously will see us together. Nala, and you are obviously very got your hands filthy there. So,
well, as long as Nala doesn't do the creepy kid thing, we should be all right. They'll just think it's the Nala impressionist.
Well, we can only hope that is enough, but I definitely want to know more about this curse.
Should we
Alright,
kidnap them for your research?
I don't think that would be a good idea if they were missing too long, and I mean, I don't want to be known as a child kidnapper, honestly. I think it would be a bad look for me. I'm already too big and frightening.
I could take a chance at scaring the hell out of them and telling them not to tell anybody.
Well, I think that would be a second good idea, but I mean, as long as you do it, we'll stand back here so we don't incriminate ourselves.
I see how it is.
I don't know if I
think-
would be too intimidating, unless maybe I'll like make some like noises in the background with like prestidigitation or minor illusion to make you even more menacing.
I'm pretty intimidating, but honestly, I don't feel all that bad about my role in this being known. I don't think I did anything that bad.
I love
say
it.
He
No,
can bring it on.
Right?
So
what
do you
does
want?
Brynja think? Brynja, do you say anything about this?
I'm listening to this whole background and being like, what's this all mean? I don't know. Well, that's open. Yeah. British point of view is basically like, y'all need to probably have some time alone, not here, to just digest yourselves and like make sense of it all. Because this doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Tonight's whole session feels kind of like a fever dream to me, anyhow.
Yeah,
So I'm
or
okay.
like, yeah.
I'm not going to intimidate them. I'm perfectly happy with things the way they sit.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go back to the bar. Should we find a different watering hole?
All right. So, so you kind of you take this look at the kids and go, "Never mind," and you go off.
That, yes.
Very good. And then I would say, Brynja, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Was it
22.
22? Okay. So, going, walking this way here as you go to leave this area. In the corner, as I think as Rambo and to kind of move about, and you're just looking around, very doing your due diligence, as it were. In the corner, you do see a feminine form, the green cloak around their head. You can tell there's a glow from their eyes of this bright green that just lights up a bit of their face. Veins of red coming through their pale skin, as well as a fiery red hair that just sort of look at the three of you and stare, almost observing.
So, of the farewell,
Of what?
Of the Feywild?
Not necessarily.
Brynja,
Do we? Yeah, I was gonna say, do we notice now? Like, you let us know.
Brynja gives a deep bow, like to the best for her training amongst not just druids, but the short time she spent in the Fey Court. At your pleasure.
Okay. So Brynja would bow.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm gonna just for the hell of it give a go and open up my senses as a paladin to identify if someone is celestial, fiend, or undead.
Bermunder, you turn, and younger than when you saw her last. There's no way you could ever not recognize Joanne.
Dang.
Ah, I think her proper name is Lynn, but
Lynn?
yes. I think she's really a goddess who is pretending to be a person. Because she's given me all my powers. So I would greet her then as my goddess. What brings you here?
She stares. And nods her head as if surprised. And opens her mouth, but no sound comes out.
You are in good company, lady. You have apparently very many allies you did not realize until this moment. So if you would like to speak or find the bridge, I could be your bridge.
I actually have a question since I have Sense of Lifeblood up and I'm concentrating on it. Can I tell how everyone relates biologically to this person, if they relate at all, including the children and maybe even Bormunder, Brynja?
Mm. You sense that this being's not really here.
Oh.
And you realize she mouths a word. She opens her mouth. And then this visage fades. And you realize she's like surprised you three could see her.
Oh.
And that's where we're in for tonight.
Oh.
Everyone watching, thank you so much. And we will come back. Thanks for dropping in, Gary. We're coming back next week.